Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a tool that's been specifically designed for the unique workflow of holistic practitioners. If you're a healer, you already know that your day-to-day work is vastly different from your standard 9 to 5 corporate job, right? It requires this really delicate blend of strict administrative organization mixed with deep, intuitive energy work. So what we're going to do today is unpack a resource that attempts to bridge that exact gap, helping you bring just as much intention to your business structure as you bring to your actual treatments. But first, let's just be real for a second. I want to acknowledge the heavy emotional labor of holistic work and ask you a pretty fundamental question. How do you manage the incredibly tricky balance between running a business and maintaining your own energy? Because if you're a Reiki master, a massage therapist, an energy worker, you're constantly pouring yourself into others. Keeping your appointments straight, managing your finances, and tracking client progress, well, that can easily drain whatever energy you have left at the end of the day. And that brings us to the core focus of today's explainer, the Natural Healer's Companion. So what exactly is it? Well, it's a 99-page printable PDF planner wrapped in this incredibly calming botanical cover. It's got this deep forest green and gold line art that instantly sets a tone that is professional, but still really warm. It doesn't feel clinical or sterile at all. It feels like something that truly belongs in a healing space, inviting you to engage with your practice management in a much more grounded and centered way. Now, you might be wondering, why not just use a normal planner? Well, when you compare this to standard corporate planners, it becomes pretty obvious why a specialized tool is an absolute game changer. Generic planners just do not work for holistic healers. They completely ignore the spiritual elements of a holistic practice workflow. Actually, think about it. A generic calendar doesn't leave room to track energetic blockages, right? And a standard address book definitely doesn't prompt you to reflect on how a client's trauma might be affecting your own emotional state. This planner was built from the ground up, specifically for the language and the rhythm of natural healing. The entire philosophy of this companion is actually anchored in this powerful ideal pulled straight from its own pages. We cannot care for the needs of others adequately without first caring for ourselves. It's a gentle but firm reminder that practitioner self-care is not a luxury. It is the absolute foundation of client care. I mean, if your cup is empty, you literally have nothing to give to the person on your treatment table. So how do we put that philosophy into action? Let's dive into the first of the companion's 3 main pillars, organizing your practice. This pillar is all about giving your daily business operations a structured home so you can stay in a state of flow. And the planner handles this beautifully. It gives you appointment schedulers broken down into 30-minute segments running from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., which is amazing because it allows you to accurately block out recovery time between sessions. It also features monthly vision boards to keep your dreams and goals in focus. But my absolute favorite part, the dedicated research pages. Clients often come in with a new malady, or maybe they're taking a new medication. This planner gives you a specific space every single week to research those side effects or alternative therapies, so you're continuously expanding your knowledge base. Moving right along, let's look at the second pillar, managing client journeys. We all know keeping a clear, chronological record is vital for a client's long-term progress. The companion guides you through this with a totally seamless 3-step client pipeline. Step 1, you create a foundational client record for their very first visit. Step 2, you use recurring session notes for every subsequent appointment to track mental, physical, and spiritual observations. And finally, step 3 is the client treatment plan. This is a page you can actually tear out and physically hand to your clients, detailing maintenance practices, product suggestions, and their next session date. It basically ensures every single person's healing journey is organized and incredibly easy to reference later on. Just to give you an idea, this perfectly illustrates the starting point of that pipeline. This detailed client record sheet acts as your master profile, meant to be filed right into your A to Z binder. As you can see, it's clean, it's well-spaced, and it's intentionally designed to capture the entire holistic picture of the person sitting across from you. But what's really fascinating here is how the intake details move way beyond basic contact info. Sure, it prompts you to track a client's stated purpose for their visit, but it also asks for their short, medium, and long-term treatment goals. It even leaves space to log their pets and hobbies so you can connect on a personal level the next time they come in. And get this, most uniquely, it includes a star rating for the connection match. It literally prompts you to evaluate how well your energy is connected during the session. I mean, how vital is that in this line of work? Okay, let's transition to the final and honestly, perhaps the most crucial pillar of the whole system, prioritizing practitioner well-being. You know how it is. It's so easy to meticulously track a client's water intake and then completely forget to drink a single glass yourself all day. The planner tackles this head on by weaving profound weekly self reflection prompts directly into your scheduling workflow. Listen to this prompt. What am I being given the opportunity to heal or nurture in myself? Wow, it encourages you to examine if a client's challenges are actually finding resonance within your own life. It asks you to reflect on what your clients are bringing up for you emotionally, which essentially turns your daily practice into a tool for your own continual self healing. But hey, it doesn't stop at deep spiritual reflection. Alongside those deep thoughts, you get highly practical weekly self care planner pages that keep you accountable to yourself. You can track your overall starting mood for the week, you can check off your 3-liter daily water intake goals, and even map out your daily nutrition aims from breakfast right through to your snacks. It also asks you to identify habits you want to start and habits you want to stop. It's the whole shebang. Finally, let's talk about the logistics with our last section, flexibility for life. Because look, the best system in the world is totally useless if it's too rigid for your actual reality. You might expect a highly specialized practice management tool like this to come with a hefty monthly software subscription, or maybe an expensive annual printing cost. But no, this entire 99-page PDF is available for a one-time purchase of just $5.49. You buy it once, you download the 211-megabyte file, and it is yours to utilize however fits your business best. And that translates to massive long-term value. The genius of this planner is that the weekly and monthly spreads are entirely undated. You write in the days yourself. This means you can start using it in January or right in the middle of July. It doesn't matter. Furthermore, because it's a print-ready A4 format, you can punch holes in it for a physical binder and literally just print out the pages you need year after year. There is zero waste, effectively giving you a never-ending, customizable planner for life. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought to reflect on as you consider the future of your own holistic practice. If you are dedicating your life to healing others, who is organizing the space to heal you? By creating a structured, beautiful, and intentional framework for your business, you're not just doing admin work. You are building a container that protects your energy, allowing you to show up fully for the people who need you most. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope this gave you some great insights into the Natural Healer's Companion.